Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking Spotted Cow from New Glarus Brewing Company out of New Glarus, Wisconsin. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hot Tub Beer Review, the show. We give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we're drinking and reviewing. We are back to do that once again. There's Jay, there's Andy in the attic. I am Ben. I am excited about today's beer. What are we drinking, gentlemen?
Spotted Cow from New Glarus. Andy and I talked about that one.
Yeah.
So, I think it's New Glarus. So
I've always called it New Glarus, but I was like, is it New Glarus? I don't know.
All right. So I think we were talking too. Andy, you've had this before.
I've had it. It's been a while. The first time was 10 years ago. Then I had it again 7 years ago. And I think at the times the rating system was, but my taste buds have changed. So we'll see.
And I'd also like to say a big thank you to Daniel and Nathan. Nathan acquired this for us up in Wisconsin on a trip of his and passed it along to Daniel, who gave it to us. And wanted to see it. So a couple of our subscribers here locally in North Alabama, but cheers to them and thanks.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. I've been looking forward to this beer for a long time, so definitely appreciate y'all procuring it for us.
Absolutely.
Procurers.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. Cheers, y'all. We don't do that.
To those two guys. Spotted Cow is a farmhouse ale. 4.8%, 18 IBUs. It is brewed with flaked barley and Wisconsin malts, and a little hint of corn as a nod to the farmers. The yeast remains in the bottle to enhance the fullness of the flavors, making it naturally cloudy. They describe it as being fun, fruity, satisfying. It was first released in 1997, and they say it adheres to the Reinheitsgebot, so the purity law of Germany, containing only yeast, hops, water, and malted barley. The name Spotted Cow was inspired by sheep on a trip to England.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, this is that was an AI search, so could be completely wrong, but I thought that was interesting enough to throw it in there. But sheep, cow, they eat grass, they herd. It's like, bring out your favorite cow jokes.
So this is like their flagship and at New Glarus, correct? And is it an award winner? I would assume that if they ever submitted it, it probably was, but
I don't know. They didn't mention that. No, I mean, it just makes me think of fun cow stuff, jokes. It's like your favorite cow joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who?
Moo! I love that joke. This kid told me that joke.
Do you know who else loves that joke?
Yeah.
My 7-year-old daughter, but she loved it when she was about 5.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the most awesome joke.
I mean, this one has one of the most high, or probably the highest rating number-wise I've ever seen on Untapped. There's over 234,000 people that have rated it.
Which is
interestingly enough,
yeah,
because they only distribute inside Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They're a regional brewery, New Glarus Brewing Company, in New Glarus, Wisconsin, founded in 1993 by Deb and Daniel Craig. Not Daniel Craig, the English actor. Just, yeah, not that one. Or I say Craig, Carey. I've just got Daniel Craig in my mind. Deb and Daniel Carey. Pardon me. Gosh, Daniel Craig. Great actor. Those eyes. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, Andy, we so worry.
I'm fine. I'm here in my attic.
Mm-hmm.
Sipping something.
Your wig's getting
All right,
hot.
I'm back. In 1992, Daniel passed the Diploma Master Brewers exam at London's Institute of Brewing. Deb, as a gift to her husband, raised the capital for the startup, becoming the first woman to found and operate a brewery in the United States.
Wow.
That was pretty interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was so the original New Glarus was at their Riverside Brewery, what they called it, the brewery of New Glarus. It has since moved to another location, and it started in an abandoned warehouse, and they used brew pub equipment, got copper kettles from a German brewery that was to be demolished, and the brewmaster, the German brewmaster, sold the kettles to them for the scrap value of $24,000 instead of the estimated $1 million of like retail, value. When he learned it would be kettles repurposed, for the brewery. As I said, they only distribute in Wisconsin. Says it all over, employee owned, and like on the crown, it says only in Wisconsin. That's kind of cool on the crown. It's like a fingerprint on it's kind of easy here.
Yeah.
On Wisconsin, the state outline.
Yep.
So I mentioned they started their Riverside Brewery. 2006 they built their Hilltop Brewery, and they fashioned it. It is beautiful. I would recommend anybody to go look at it online. It looks like a cool little destination if you're near, because they fashion it as a Bavarian village up there. Really cool.
Sweet.
Out there in fields, very picturesque. Cute little Wisconsin town, or
that's awesome.
kind of farm setting. Yeah.
I have another couple of their beers in the fridge, but I think I have a red ale and one other.
I actually had a mule bring this to me. Somebody who was traveling to Wisconsin, and they came down. They brought me a couple different beers from there, and then I was up again in Madison, Wisconsin for a convention, and so got to try it again. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, more mules. Thanks for your peoples for bringing this, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the other thing you're trying to say there, Andy, is you're not going first.
Hey, no.
Yep. All right, Jay, what do you think?
This had a lot of hype with it. We've all talked about that. It's kind of one of those that everybody wants to try because of the lore behind it. I mean, obviously, Wisconsin being kind of next to the cutting edge, some of the California breweries starting in the 80s and the West Coast, where they didn't have all the same Bible Belt restrictions that we dealt with here in the South and having breweries. So, seeing that they started in 93, they've had an excellent run, being in business, 32 years now. And they perfected, I guess, this recipe in a lot of ways. To me, it's easy drinking. It's really good. I don't know that if I was just drinking this, I would classify it as a farmhouse ale. But it's almost like a lager to me in some ways, but I guess that's probably in the family, right, Andy? Uh, so
It's in the ale
no,
family.
it's in the ale family.
Lager, you got lagers and ales. So yeah, this would be in the ales.
Yeah, yeah, it's I don't know. It's good. Um, I do, and I can see and taste a little bit of that corn, like they said in there, but the flavor overall is really good. Um, I think I'm going to give it probably a 7.5. I definitely drink it again if I can find it, but sounds like it's only in Wisconsin.
Yep. So I am next. I think that you're right. I mean, you hear about a beer. Pliny was somewhat like this when I had it the first time too. It's the beer that you hear about all the time. That my camera
Hey
is going
now,
to move.
eyes up here.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we want to move up here. But you hear about the beer, and it's one that everybody wants to try, and you feel like you're, you know, a weirdo because you haven't had it yet, right? You can't find it. So,
that's not what we think you're weird
oh,
at.
well, but it's one of those that you hype it up in your mind, and you think, "Hey, I can't wait to try this," and it, it's like anything that you hype up, right? You're always trying to match what your expectation. With this being a farmhouse, Jay, I kind of agree with you to some degree. It's not what I expected the flavor to be. Um, I almost expected almost like a little more, you know, not sour, but a little more, bite to it, I guess is the word I
A
want to
little
use.
more punch.
Yeah. And it's not. It's very easy drinking. It's very, uh, it's very light, and I think overall, I think the more I have of it, the more I appreciate it. At 4.8%, it has a lot more flavor than what we would typically see with the normal 4.8% domestic macros. So I think it's really good. I think for me, this would be a keg beer. So I might have to drive to Wisconsin to buy a keg, keep it cold, bring it all the way back to Mississippi to put it here in my kegerator. Um, that being said, I think that it's definitely not what I expected, which is okay. It's still really good. I'm going to give it an 8.
All right, we're gonna play a game. Don't take a sip yet. Get Farmhouse out of your mind. Put in your mind German Beer Garden Collection. Now take a sip. See what you think.
Well,
But
I'd already thought that, but yeah, you're
yeah,
right. Spot on, given the German purity.
it's I'm like because I didn't I sipped this and I'm like it doesn't scream Farmhouse to me. But when I was drinking, I was like, that's kind of familiar taste. I was like, the odor. It tastes like some of those that we had out of the Advent calendar,
Yeah.
the Beer Garden Collection, which would make sense considered the German history. Immigrants up there in Wisconsin that started all those breweries.
Well, and so you said Daniel, the owner, master brewer, trained over in London, so he would have had a German influence probably from
So,
that.
even though their last name is Carey, but um, I think more of and like Ben, I agree with you. 4.8%, but it packs fullness and flavor that you wouldn't expect from something that light ABV. So I like that about it. But I don't get as much of the fruitiness that they said that was in there. It's fun and satisfying. I'll agree with that. And but I think that it's thickened by the flaked barley, and I don't know what malts they're using up there, but I think some of the yeast may be very similar to what they do in some of these German beers. Easy drinker, not a big bold flavor. I give it a 7.5. I like it. I can see how this is easy to just keep drinking and drinking and drinking in a keg beer status. Excuse me. Good beer.
So you're saying you're finally having fun on the show. I mean, it's
fun.
You're finally admitting that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
I think I have more fun learning about the beer than talking to y'all.
Probably.
I mean, Jay and I can do the show without you. We don't really need you.
You really don't. You really don't need me.
I mean, we could create an AI, Andy.
You really can. Just to get a sock puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually change that wig color every week.
Right. Here we go. Jay, now you're thinking. I'm with you. Go. That is going to be a 7.7 for the Spotted Cow from New Glarus out of Wisconsin. Definitely, you go to Wisconsin, pick this beer up, and give it a shot. If you're watching this video, maybe you've already had it. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Let us know what you thought of it when you had it. Yeah. Appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that feedback. Also, check out all the links down below for some Hopped Up Beer Review merch, which Jay was trying to show off a minute ago. Our Hopped Up Beer Review Patreon, Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. Come let us know if you've had Spotted Cow. There's a link down below for that, and you can join us. And we'd love to see you there. With that, for Andy and the Attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.